What's up, guys? Suckle King here for my round of 32 matchup for Good Saturday tournament against Team Kairi. So his teams, you can see in the corner from most threatening to least threatening are Azumarill, Volcarona, Ferrothorn, Crobat, Mega Sableye, Garchomp, Ditto, Smeargle. Volcarona also has Z-move access, which is why it's the threat that it is. Azumarill can be a big issue to my team. I do have Tapu Fini and Tapu Bulu to take it on. Otherwise, it kind of destroys my team, so I really have to bring at least one, if not both of those, to this match. Volcarona can be a little bit of an issue, but Dragonite handles it well, Nidoqueen can handle it well. Greninja outspeeds, especially if it's Scarfed, and Victini can take a hit. Otherwise, I'm not terribly threatened by his team. Ferrothorn can be a little bit annoying too, but I have Victini, obviously, which handles it pretty well. Otherwise, I could just run Hidden Power, fire on a couple of things, and I should be able to 2-hit KO it. So, going into the matchup, the three biggest things that I thought would be good against this team, first would be Tapu Fini, just because it's a very good defensive pivot for stuff like Volcarona can take a hit and do a lot of damage back, can handle Chomp very well, handles Azumarill very well, also handles the Mega Sableye very well. Victini also wrecks his team basically, except for Garchomp and Azumarill. Now I can run Ice Coverage, like Glaciate for Garchomp, and I can run Fusion Bolt for Azumarill, or Bolt Strike for Azumarill. So Victini does have coverage for the things that can handle its fire and Psychic Stab, mainly fire. His fire wrecks everything else on his team. Nidoqueen also there, very nice for his Volcarona, handles the Ferrothorn pretty well. It could be setup fodder for Azumarill if I don't have a offensive set with Poison, but if I'm offensive, I'm not going to be taking +6 Aqua Jets or really many water hits too well. So the team that I brought here, you can see some of the mons I have. First is Tapu Fini with 240 HP, 216 special attack, 52 speed. This set allows me to 2-hit KO most Ferrothorn, unless if it's very especially defensive. I should be able to 2-hit KO it with Hidden Power Fire. Moonblast hits his team very hard. Hydro Pump is there mainly for the Volcarona. Defog, obviously, to get rid of hazards. He does have a Smeargle that could be really anything. Could be any types of hazards. Next, same with Ferrothorn. Victini is next. Choice Band. Choice Band might be a little bit weird because like a Rocky Helmet Garchomp would kind of destroy this set. But I would assume that he's not going to bring something defensive. He probably wants something more offensive with like Poison Jab to take on the Bulu. Maybe even Scarf to outspeed a +1 speed Dragonite and Mega Latios. So V-Create U-Turn. Bolt Strike is really only there for the Azumarill. I guess the Crobat too, but V-Create handles it well. Will-O-Wisp, I guess, if I'm like 100% sure he's going to bring in Garchomp, I can cripple that, and that'd be nice. Nidoqueen's there. This allows me to live any 2 hits from Volcarona, I guess, unless if it's a +1 Psychic EMZ plus another hit probably knocks me out, but a +1 Psychic's not going to be able to knock me out, even with the Z move. Rock Slide will guarantee to knock out unless if he's Charty Berry. If he's Charty Berry, then he's not going to be doing too much damage to me. So Nidoqueen will 100% take on Volcarona. The other moves are general good coverage against his team. I have nothing to hit a Garchomp super effectively, but other than that, I handle his team pretty well with those moves. Tapu Bulu is there with enough speed to outspeed Adamant, Azumarill. I can also take a Poison Jab from Garchomp. I guess a Cross Poison from Crobat, though that's not ideal for this Tapu Bulu to take on the Crobat, because I do have a Skarmory later on to take it on pretty well. Wood Hammer destroys his team. Stone Edge is to hit the Crobat. Superpower is there to hit the Ferrothorn. Probably won't be clicking Bulk Up, but I figured I didn't need a 4th move, though I guess I could have run Horde and Leech, but I'd rather just do as much damage as possible with Wood Hammer. Skarmory is there with Rocky Helmet to do some chip damage on the Azumarill if I need to, chip damage on the Crobat. Stealth Rock, Roost, Brave Bird, do a little bit more damage to like the Volcarona if it's in on me. And once I try to set up, it's not going to be able to set up too easily, because Brave Bird is going to do a ton. Though if I get the burn, that'd be unfortunate. And Tailwind's there, unless if it's like a Scarf Chomp late game, that might be an issue, or a +1 Volcarona might be an issue. So getting a Tailwind would be helpful for the rest of the mons on my team. And last we have Mega Latios. with enough special attack investment to kill most Ferrothorns at +1. And with this defensive investment, which is just max HP, I live 2 Adamant Brave Birds from Crobat, which is nice. The speed is there to outspeed Garchomp. So I feel like this is pretty good against this team. Let's see how it does in the match. Alright, so as you can see from his team, he did not bring, in my opinion, a top threat for his team, which is a Azumarill. Which, again, I'm not too surprised because Tapu Fini and Tapu Bulu really counter it almost 100%. Unless he is like a Zap Zip or Azumarill, but then it wouldn't be too threatening at all to my team. So looking at it, he did bring the Smeargle, which is going to be some hazard setter, I know. He's probably going to try to sweep with either Garchomp or Volcarona as his game plan. Victini does really, really well, especially because he doesn't bring the Azumarill, so I can spam V-Create fairly easily. I'm assuming because it's not going to be a defensive Garchomp. So I'm going to leave with my Tapu Fini because I can handle the Mega Sableye very well if he wants to get his Magic Bounce ability up right away. Can 2-hit KO Ferrothorn, so I want to do that right away. He leads with the Crobat, which is a little bit annoying, so Skarmory should be able to take any hit, no problem. Goes for the Taunt, but really the only thing I would have gone for would have been the Calm Mind, I guess. That's why he was taunting. But I get some chip on there. I do a ton of damage to the Sableye, which I know it's probably a max special defensive spread. So I know Victini can pretty much OHKO it. So I'm going to threaten it and essentially get a kill with Victini. Unless we wanted a Garchomp there, but that'd be kind of risky. So I just take out the Crobat, which is very nice. Speediest threat is gone. He gets up a Sticky Web with Smeargle, and because Misty Terrain is up, he gets a Spore off, which is fine, not the end of the world. Kind of surprising a little bit that he brought Spore, because I do have Tapu Fini and Tapu Bulu, but that's fine. He goes for the Swords Dance. I'm not terribly threatened by it, but I'm going to go my Victini to force out the Garchomp and then go into my Tapu Bulu, predicting the Earthquake. He goes for the Fire Blast, though, which is a little bit of an interesting play, but he's not going to be able to 2-hit me, which is nice, and he, I guess, doesn't have the Poison Jab, so he switches out, so I'm fine with that. But I do get a lot of recoil damage on this Ferrothorn by going for the Wood Hammer. Going to Tapu Fini because I want to get rid of these Sticky Webs, ideally, and I want to really weaken his Ferrothorn with my Hidden Power Fire. Fortunately, I do wake up and get the Defog off, which is cool. And I knew that Power Whip wasn't able to knock me out from the range I was at. So I go for the Hidden Power right here, just do a ton of damage to the Ferrothorn. So that's very, very nice. Latios can come in and then Hidden Power Fire this as well, and knock out the Ferrothorn. So Garchomp comes in now. I have a feeling that he's Scarf based on the way he brought it in, so predicting the Dragon move, going to my Bulu, takes it on. Even if he predicted that and killed my Bulu, I wasn't too worried about that, because Bulu doesn't do a ton at this point in the match. I go into my Bulu again, predicting the Spore, because I know based on his moveset he can't do anything to me outside of getting up Sticky Webs, but I'm okay with that. He can get up his webs if he wants. Because I have enough defensive checks to his team to win at this point. So Bulu goes down. He can't go into Volcarona too safely and set up because I do have Stone Edge. So I go to my Nidoqueen right here, just in case it's 100% counter to it. Predicts that, so I'm going to go to my Skarmory predicting the Earthquake, and I want to Roost up here to get the full HP in case a Volcarona does become an issue. I can get a Tailwind or a Brave Bird on it later, guaranteeing to live a hit. Go to my Victini, because Sableye can't do much to me, and I kill it with a V-Create. That is a ton of damage from Choice Banded Victini. He goes for the Quiver Dance here with his Volcarona, which was really his only play to predict me to choke or something. If he got a crit on my Nidoqueen after he got a +1 up, that would have been an issue. But I just stay in and kill the Volcarona on his over prediction, I guess. But it was his best play. But it was my best play to just sack off my Victini at that point. So he goes in a Scarf Chomp, locks himself in a Fire Blast, makes it only a 4-0 as opposed to a 5-0. And I do want to get this last kill with Mega Latios. So, good game, Adam. I do advance to the round of 16. So, good luck to my opponent, and hope I keep up with the success that I've had. Later, guys.